Good morning, everyone. I'm in class, but it's a little empty in here because you're not here. So I've decided to start trying some YouTube on for size, and today I decided to start off with multiplication strategies because a lot of you are working on multiplying 2-digit times 2-digit. So for today's quick lesson, just a few minutes, we're going to talk about strategies that we could use or that we have used in our classroom. So here we go. I'm going to flip my screen and show you my board. Common multiplication strategies that we've been using in our classroom include using repeated addition, breaking it into smaller problem to solve, drawing it out using a diagram, writing out the multiples or the times table, and thinking about skip counting in numbers and how they are from 1 to 100. And last, of course, using our standard format of 5 times 5 equals 25, or 10 times 5 equals 50. So let's do a few problems today. I'm going to flip it back towards me. Hope to find you all in good health. I'm sitting right at my table in the classroom, and I'm going to pick a couple problems for us to solve. I'm going to flip my screen again so you can see the problem that I'm drawing on here, and we will solve it together. All right, here's our problem. Try to get rid of that glare. 18 times 11. So as you are practicing 2 digits times 2 digit, this will be our standard algorithm or old-fashioned way of doing it. So let's do this problem together. We always start on the 1 side, which is the 8. 8 times 1 equals, anything times 1 equals itself, equals 8. And then we're going to go to the tens column, which is 1 times the 1, which is 1. And here's the step that it was hard for us to remember. Always put the 0 underneath, and then the next thing we're going to do is multiply 18 times this 1, which is actually times 10. So we start with the 8 times the 1 again, which is 8. And then the 1 times the 1, which is 1. Again, anything times 1 is itself. And then we're going to add down through from here. So we would do 8 plus 0 is 8. 1 plus 8 equals 9. And then we just bring that number down, and that gets us to 198. Now, if we wanted to use a different strategy on our list, which was break this problem down into another problem, we could very easily break 18 into 9 plus 9, right? Because 9 plus 9 equals 18. So we could actually do 9 times 11 plus 9 times 11. And we should get the same exact answer as we got over here. So let's give that a try. We know what 9 times 11 is. That would be 99. Again, on this side, 9 times 11 is 99. And then we'd have to add those two numbers together to see if we get 198. So if you're like me and you have to put it up and down to figure it out, I'm going to do 99 plus 99 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 1 more is 19. And as you can see, breaking it down into the smaller number still gets us to the same answer. All right, let's try one more together. I'm going to erase my board. You remember my good old-fashioned pink mitten that I've been using all school year? Still works. All right, let's do one more of 2-digit times 2-digit together. Let's try 17 times 12. 17 times 12. So the word problem could be, Mrs. Masso bought 17 dozen eggs. How many eggs would that be? So we could try to figure out if we would attach a real world concept to it. How many eggs would that be? Again, 7 times 2 equals 14, but I'm just putting the ones number down, which is the 4. I'm going to carry the 1. Next step would be 1 times 2, and that equals 2, but I'm going to add that 1 up there to the 2, which would give me a 3. Don't forget that 0, very important step. Next up, 7 times 1 would be 7, and 1 times 1 would be 1. Don't forget, now we're going to add these numbers. We've got 4, and then 7 plus 3 is 10, carry the 1, and that would give us 204. Now if we wanted to break this 12 up or the 17 up into a smaller, more workable problem to figure it out, we certainly could. We could do 17 times 6 plus 17 times 6. Remember, that's when we have parentheses, right? We could do those two separate. 17 times 6 is 17 times 6, and add those two together. So what is 17 times 6? Let's figure that out together. 7 times 6 is 42. We put the 2 down, carry the 4. 1 times 6 is 6, plus 4 more would be 10. So it would be 102. It would be 102 plus 102, which would equal 204. Again, we've been working on 2-digit times 2-digit through the whole school year. Your goal is to be proficient by the end of the year. This is an area that we're working on right now. For those of you who had lessons in Carnes Academy this week, this was something we were going to work on throughout the whole month of April, so be patient as you're trying new things. And be brave, too. Don't forget, it doesn't have to be the same. And as you try, remember, you have to keep trying again, because part of trying hard is obviously going to be sometimes you don't get it right, and sometimes you do. So. Well, that's almost 8 minutes, and I promised I wanted to keep it short, and I thought that we would spend a little bit more time, and I'm going to try to do one for reading as well. So I'm going to schedule a Google Hangout for math for tomorrow morning. That's going to be all scheduled and hit. And then I'd like to also start doing book talks in the same way. So thanks, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Bye.